Okay, so what I'm going to do now is the next part of our practical, which basically is pipetting. As we did with the volumetric flask, with our volumetric pipette, first thing we have to do is to rinse our volumetric pipette. We take a small amount up into the pipette, and again, all we need to do is to cover the inside of the pipette, okay, with the liquid that's going into it. And just make sure that we've covered the whole inside. Let it drain. If I was really fussy, I'd probably do that 2 or 3 times, but essentially once, okay, is normally enough. So now what I'm going to do is to transfer 25 mils of this solution, which is sodium hydroxide, and I'm going to transfer the sodium hydroxide into the 2 conical flasks. So I'll do 2 titrations, I'll get 2 titrations ready. Okay, if we're running out of vacuum, we just basically open up the air hole, push down, and we can get more vacuum again. It's just a technique that you learn by doing it. 2 methods of actually doing the actual pipetting. I can either do it as I am here. It's a little bit difficult to do. I find that difficult to do with the pipette filler on. I prefer to do it by hand. Okay, I've got more control over that. And so what I'm trying to do now, again, allowing for error parallax, I'm just taking it down slowly to the bottom of the meniscus. Okay, ready to deliver that now to the conical flask. Now this conical flask has been rinsed with distilled water. It doesn't matter if there's any distilled water in here because I'm putting a fixed volume of sodium hydroxide, in this case, into the conical flask. And then if Zach comes over a bit closer, we're touching this on the inside of the conical flask. We normally count for 10 to 15 seconds, but once it stops draining, nothing else will come through the tip of the pipette. And that's that one done. And I'm going to repeat the same procedure. I normally do 2 of these, or 3, to get set up for my titrations. So thanks, Zach. You just